I'm going to talk about something that I've been thinking about, and this actually idea came. I want to say this, and I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine. It's Pumpkin Joe, Philippines. Pumpkin Joe. He brought up that tourism is up, and I got to thinking about that. Last records that I saw, they were up, but not up to the standards. But according to the latest figures, it's up considerably. They wanted at least 4.8 million tourists to come to the Philippines during the year of 2023. So, because before the COVID, there was 11 million arrivals. So it's way far behind the way it was in 2018 or so. So 11 million is quite a few, and they're hoping to at least get to 4 to possibly 5 million this year. So this is the information that I have here. It comes from the Department of Tourism, and let's see. It says I got somebody on a live chat. Close. Okay, I don't. So I'm making sure. All right. So anyway, for they listed this year as for now these are the latest figures of October this year. Listed more than 4 million foreigners have visited from January into September. So, which is good. And that's really good. But there are things about this that they're concerned about. They were talking about the visitors themselves. But as you know, Korea always has been that. Japan and China has always been number one tourism for destination for China and Korea. So what they did, Tourism Philippines International Travel is getting back to normal. It's about a third of what they want it to be, but of course it takes time. It's not going to get up to what it's going to be, but it's far cry from what it was. But it's a positive, very positive thing. Things are getting there. They're saying a significant increase, and they're talking about how many people actually came, and I'm getting down to that here. I have this on my notes here that I wrote down. So top of the list, of course, was South Korea. And as you know, South Korea and China are always their main destination for here. So let's say almost 750,000 people came from South Korea. Followed by the United States, 500,000 people came here. Now, of those 500,000 that came here out of the United States, very few stayed. It was just very few. It was less than 5,000 people stayed. It's like living here full time. So, as you can see, and as far as South Korea, about 100,000 decided to stay. Australia is number 3 on the list. 128,000 visitors from Australia. Japan. Now Japan back in 2018, they were way over 300,000 people coming here, and now Japan is down to 127, and Canada to 123. So there are Canadians and Japanese, Australians, and of course Americans coming here. The last international arrivals logged in 2.65 million international arrivals in 2022. So you can still see even then close to 3 million. So it's up 1.5 million. They really wanted the number to be at least 4.8, and really they were hopeful that it would be a lot more than what it is. Now a lot of it, I'm thinking it has to do with what's going on with China, what's going on in the world right now, and it may not be the first destination on the list. Now, if you compare it to Thailand and some of the other places, Philippines is down on the list, number 44, because people are really headed to Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam. Vietnam is listed in the top 3 places of destinations, and it's honestly, it says here the rest of the year is very positive, but travel to Mexico is increased 50% from Americans. So it's saying that Americans are actually looking at other destinations than the Philippines. Now, I really believe that a lot of people are actually coming here to visit the Philippines to find a beautiful lady and then figure out elsewhere to live. I know quite a few people has actually moved out of here and moved to Cambodia and Thailand, Laos, Bali, Vietnam, and made their life there, and understandably so. The outlook for the rest of the year is very positive. Travel is unstoppable. There are a lot of things to explore. So they're really excited about it, and I'm excited because this is really good news, because the more tourists you have, the more economic growth you're going to have, the more restaurants will be open, the more clothes you sell, the more food you're going to sell, the environment's going to really be good all the way around. So internationally it's really good, and I really like that. So they really want to be about 6 million or 7 million compared to the 11 million in 2022. 2.65 million in 22. So I'm sorry, 11 million. I'm so sorry, 11 million in 2019. So this is good news. I really believe it's good news, and so I want to talk about that briefly today. So if you're planning to come to the Philippines, it's the destination. I think it's a good idea to do that. They had that, and the destinations where they're actually coming to, I tried to figure that out, find that out, but it's scattered all over the Philippines. I mean, some of the main choices: Boracay, Palawan. They're going to the beaches. I can't pronounce it correctly. Surigao. There's some other places they were going to for that tourism, and most left. In other words, there was no stays. I mean, I figured there would be more people staying if they come to here than the country, and you're going to get that from time to time, where people would, I would think, want to stay a little longer and do a few more things, but it's okay. It's understandable, because it's like anything. It's like when you get the snowball running down the hill, it does really good, and you get them coming in, and then now with what's going out in China Sea, some of the people are questioning, and some people are messaging me, is that really, do I need to be concerned? I think I'll make my plans somewhere else, and they're deciding maybe not Asia, maybe somewhere else in the world, and going to Peru, Colombia, Panama, places like that. Some are actually looking at visiting Africa and staying there and checking out the tourism in Africa. And I don't blame them, because the tourism in Africa, also it said it's an increase, but I could never really find the actual numbers. The articles I had was very lame. But, and as you know, you try to find out the best you can on these, and you're really not quite sure what is true or not. But it's really nice to see that the Philippines is up. And even if 500,000 Americans come here for tourism and only a few stay, it's okay. I think it's a good thing, because Americans and Australians will spend the money, and Japanese will spend the money. So 100,000, what's that, 100,000 Japanese, 100,000 Australian, let's see, and of course 2.8 million travelers in 2022. So I would think it'd be a little bit more. I was hoping it would show a little more depth here. I'm trying to find the numbers here. Hold on. Oh, here it is. So top of the South Korea, 665,757 travelers, followed by United States, 509, 526. So 500,000. I figured there'd be more people coming here from the United States than 500,000. Australia is 128,232. Japan is 127,139, and Canada is, of course, running at 123,439, comparison to the 2.65 million arrivals in 2022. So it's good. They're wanting at least 6 million this year. So I hope they get it, and I hope they come and spend money, which helps out the Philippines, which helps out everybody all the way around, and helps the economy grow. So let's hope that gets there. I want to thank everybody for always watching Tom and Ruth podcast. This is a short little video. I know somebody's going to say, please make it at least an hour longer. And I probably should and get more in detail about it and talk about it more in detail. But I'm just glad that people are coming in and showing. They're making the e-travel chair, meaning that you can make it easier coming in the Philippines. They're trying to make it easy as possible coming in the Philippines. As you know, there's only eight destinations in the world that you can actually come with an open passport and get a 90-day. And this is one of the 8 places you can actually come and you don't have to worry about it. So you can actually extend it on a tourist visa. You pay the fees after the 90 days and you're set. God bless everybody, and I'll see you guys next time on Tom and Ruth Podcast.